Hello, America. Is anyone out there? Anyone? Anyone? This is Sean Bianca, GOP girl, and true news for President Trump. And I am right here in Palm Beach County, where Palm Beach, a dying town, does not appreciate that the President of the United States is coming to their precious town. Yes, apparently we have the Palm Beach County Commissioner, David Kerner, who is asking President Trump or the federal government to reimburse the county for the expenses incurred by President Trump coming to town. President Trump has come to Palm Beach now. This will be his 5th weekend. He's here and he is hosting the Chinese president. So he is working. Yes, it's been all over Twitter and it's been all over Facebook and it's been all over the news that President Trump is vacationing every weekend in Palm Beach. No, President Trump is not vacationing in Palm Beach. Let's get this straight, okay? First of all, President Obama, his frequent vacations were in excess of $100 million. Yes, President Obama's vacations cost the taxpayers in excess of $100 million. In 2008, as a presidential candidate, Obama vowed to give up vacations if elected, as to completely focus on his job. President Trump is seen as being a relief to taxpayers, as he is, first of all, taking an unprecedented salary of $1 per year. $1. President Obama did not do that. Now, and that is for his 4 years in office. Every year, $1. So, if President Trump wants to come to Palm Beach, to his own home, Mar-a-Lago, it's not costing the taxpayers across the United States anything. He is staying at his own home. He's not paying for presidential suites like President Obama. And when he golfs, if he's golfing, he probably did golf with the president of China. If he does golf, he's golfing at his own club. Unlike President Obama, that was always golfing on the taxpayers' dime. But let's get back to Obama, because when he was elected in 2008, he told an interviewer that he would even give up his need for sleep. His need for sleep would be sacrificed for the nation. Quote unquote, President Obama, you have to understand that if you seek that office, you have to prepare to give your life to it. He stated that he was giving himself to us. Quote unquote, essentially the burden that any president, I think, strikes with the American people is, you give me this office, and in turn, my fears, doubts, insecurities, foibles, need for sleep, family vacations, and leisure is gone. I am going to give myself to you. That was Barack Obama, who cost the taxpayers $100 million, in excess of $100 million for his vacations. So now we're going to go back to President Trump, and we have David Kerner, the Palm Beach County Commissioner, that wants to be reimbursed. Now, I used to live in Miami. I used to live in Coral Gables, Florida, where former President Clinton would go many times. He would go and he would stay at the Biltmore Hotel in Coral Gables. It is one of the most expensive hotels in Miami. He would also play golf at the Biltmore Hotel. And I can tell you, I know, I saw those policemen because I used to teach tennis at the Biltmore Tennis Center, at the Biltmore Hotel. And I thought it would be such fun when I saw all of those police motorcycles, and there were probably about 100 to 150 of them. And I thought, how much fun would it be to just drive all the way through, just hit one and see all of them go down. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, my point is I never heard Coral Gables or the city of Miami say, We need to charge the President of the United States. We need to charge President Clinton for every single visit that he takes to Miami. And President Clinton was rumored to have had a little tete-a-tete or a little fling with somebody at the Biltmore Hotel, because every single time he was to leave to get to Air Force One, he was late. He was never on time. I'm sure that costs Miami International Airport money. And yet Miami never said the president is costing us money because we have to pay for extra security, for extra time, because maybe he's having a little fling at the Biltmore Hotel. No, nothing was said. Likewise, guess what? Palm Beach is known. Their police department is very well known to aid its residents. I mean, when you pay the taxes that taxpayers pay in Palm Beach, you want to get bang for your buck, right? So it was said that Senator Ted Kennedy, when he had had a little too much to drink, he was given rides home by the police department of Palm Beach because he was a little too drunk to drive home. Now, I never read anything in any paper, never saw it reported that the county commissioner of Palm Beach wanted the Kennedys to reimburse them for every single trip they had to make because Ted Kennedy had had a few too many. No. Likewise, I never heard that when former President Kennedy, when JFK went to his home in Palm Beach, never heard Palm Beach charging the president, and yet the Palm Beach commissioner, who is a Democrat, okay, Dave Kerner, wants the county to be reimbursed not only for the $570,000 he claims President Trump has cost the taxpayers since he's become president and made 5 trips to Mar-a-Lago to his own home. He also wants the county to be reimbursed the $548,000 that he cost the county when he was running for the presidency. So now let's just get this out there. We have Palm Beach. Palm Beach is not what it used to be. Worth Avenue used to be the Rodeo Drive of the South. Well, Worth Avenue is dying a small death. It is rumored that Cartier is leaving. Hermes, you know Hermes, the Birkin bags that the Kardashians carry and all the multi-gazillionaires carry, the bags that are they start at like $6,000 to $8,000, go on up to the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, Hermes is not staying on the avenue. Yes. So how bad is it when you have a county that had at one point the Rodeo Drive of the South, and we have Hermes moving to another location across the island, and I'm not quite sure, they're either paying no rent for a total of, I think, 4 years, or they're paying an extremely low rent. Not to mention that practically every other store on the avenue is dying. Ever since Bernie Madoff royally, you know what, this town over, Palm Beach has not been what it was. So here we have a county commissioner that is trying to get $1 million out of President Trump for his visits. If anything, the county commissioner should bow down and kiss the feet of Donald Trump, because President Trump's coming to Palm Beach, Florida, is putting Palm Beach back on the map. Because as a single person living in Palm Beach, there isn't a man under the age of 70, heck, 80. I mean, to be single here is not a good thing, okay? So my point is, we have the President of the United States, who has now been here 5 times, working. I know people who are members of Mar-a-Lago. Guess what? Thanksgiving Day, he was on the phone nonstop. Guess what? There were several other meetings. I know, because yes, all of the members of Mar-a-Lago, they're all happy to have the president being there, and as he's on the phone and having important meetings with Steve Bannon and other people and his attorney, Michael Cohen and whomever. They're taking pictures of him and this and that. So he's working. He is not vacationing. A vacation is when you go and you stay at a hotel. A vacation is when you are not staying at your own residence. Palm Beach, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Oh, and let me also mention, Palm Beach. Did you say anything when you had to pay for the trial of William Kennedy Smith? Remember that rape trial? Remember the girl that, oh, well, she was raped, but no, he got off because he had the renowned attorney Roy Black in Miami, who is famous for getting criminals off. And yet Palm Beach never complained that a Kennedy cost the taxpayers how many dollars to have a trial that went on for quite some time. Nothing was said. No, nothing is said when a Kennedy needs a ride home because he's too drunk to drive. Nothing is said when a Kennedy commits suicide. And that also, yes, at Brazilian court. We had a Kennedy that committed suicide, and then I'm sure that cost the taxpayers dollars. You had the police, you had the you had the ambulance, blah, 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 blah. Enough. Palm Beach, you should be honored that President Trump wants to come here, especially the way you treated President Trump when he purchased Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago, a residence that was affordable to no one but President Trump, pays approximately anywhere between $1 to $3 million per year in property taxes. I tried to look it up, I couldn't find it. But $1 to $3 million a year in property taxes, and the money that President Trump is bringing into Palm Beach by putting Palm Beach back on the map as a place that possibly people might want to visit again, I think Palm Beach should be honored and should treat the president with the respect that he is so deserved. I've had enough, and you should too. Please share this video, as I think everyone should know how Palm Beach is treating the President of the United States, who is going to make America great again and safe again. This is Shambianca, GOP girl, with Clean TV Live. Until next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good night.